Hello, I'm Professor Reynolds, and I would like to welcome you to Accounting 317. Accounting 317 is the first intermediate accounting class. So basically, you've taken the first two accounting classes, you've decided that you like accounting, and so this is the first step in the process of you getting your accounting degree. We'll be talking about more advanced concepts. We'll be talking about transactions and how you record transactions with journal entries. You'll produce different financial statements, and there are four basic financial statements that we accountants will create. We'll talk about the Financial Accounting Standard Boards and their rules and regulations, and you'll be doing some research and finding out how to treat different areas in accounting. Each week I will give you a video and I'll give you an announcement that goes over what is due and the resources for that week. The first week we're going to be, we have three different projects which I'll talk about. The first one though is a discussion, and there are three parts to it. The first part is an introduction. So I'd like to get to know you, and I'd like you to get to know your teammates or your classmates. Most likely, you're at SNU, you're in a similar situation, you're spread across the country, but your objective is to get an accounting degree, and you're going to do it online. Everybody else is in the same boat. You may be taking classes with some of the people in this class, so get to know them. They may have a job for you someday. Second, we will be talking about some FASB issues, which will be in the discussion, and you'll see the instructions for the discussion, so please read those. So that's due Thursday at midnight. And then after that, you need to respond to two of your classmates. These need to be meaningful responses. It can't just be, hey, um, glad to hear you, glad to meet you, have a good day. It's got to be something meaningful, so you need to put a little thought into it. Well, let me start by introducing myself. I'm a CPA, and I've been a CPA for 15 years. In my capacity as a CPA, I've worked mainly in private accounting for corporations, so really financial accounting. I've been the accounting manager for a multi-billion-dollar global company here in Nashville. I've also been the vice president of finance for a physician group of about 500 physicians. Prior to that, I was in management and I oversaw multiple imaging centers, both fixed and mobile. And before that, I was a sonar technician on a couple of nuclear submarines for the US Navy. I have four children, six grandchildren. I love college football. My favorite team is the Georgia Bulldogs. I spend a lot of time exercising, keeping shape, lifting weights. Never look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but at least I can walk up and down stairs. And I'm also a third degree black belt in Taekwondo, which is great exercise, and I recommend it highly. I've enjoyed working in the accounting profession. Um, Academically, I have a undergraduate degree in finance. I have an MBA. I have a master's degree in accounting, and I'm currently pursuing a history degree. I've gotten all of these degrees while working full time, so I understand what you're going to. In addition to going to school and teaching, I do taxes for a couple of different CPA firms. As I said, I enjoyed my career in accounting. It's a really good profession. You work in an office, you work on a computer, it's not physically demanding. If you like math, If you're a logical person, if you like working with spreadsheets like I do, then this is going to be a great career for you. In addition, there are a lot more accountants that are retiring than new accountants coming into the business. So the likelihood is that you're going to have very good job prospects that pay well. So as I said, I'm going to go over some of the things that are due. And so this week you'll see that I am here and I'm in module 1. And this is what I recommend you do every week is you go from module 1, you go to module 1 introduction. And you're going to see what the learning objectives are. You're going to read about the overview. And then you'll see the module at a glance, okay? So we're going to look at the resources. We're going to submit your initial discussion post, and that's going to be introducing yourself and also some FASB thoughts. You'll complete a quiz, okay? So that's your second deliverable this week. The quiz is 19 questions. It's multiple choice, true, false. You'll have 2 chances. The best quiz grade will count. By Thursday midnight, you need to have finished the first part of your responses. And then by midnight on Sunday, you need to follow that up with a couple of responses to 2 classmates. Then there's an activity. It should be a fairly short activity, shouldn't take you a long time, where you basically are going to go to the FASB website. And you're going to look up the appropriate section of the code and just list what that code is. And then the last one is that you'll be reviewing the project. So this semester, you're going to have project 1 milestone, then project 2 milestone, then project 1 final, and project 2 final. Project 1 final will build on project 1, and project 2 final will build on project 2 milestone. So then let's see, module 1, you can go here and then you can look at the resources that you have. All of you should have access to the book. If you don't, I can't do anything about it, so I encourage you to talk to IT. So resources, main financial statements, and codification. So that's what we'll be looking at here. And these classes are challenging. There is a lot of reading. There are things to do. The projects this week should not be too demanding. All right, but you've got chapter 1. You've got the video here, it's about 10 minutes. You've got another video, about 4 minutes. You've got CPA exam video. And if you're going to stay in accounting, I highly recommend that you get your CPA. This is going to be, again, good information for financial accounting standards codification. And that's going to be something that you're going to have to come back to throughout the semester. And then you've got chapter 3. So again, you've got chapter 1, chapter 3, some videos, and then also chapter 4. So there's a lot. Additional support here if you get through all of those. Okay, so then we're going to go to the rest of module 1. And I have 1 gigabyte internet, but even that's not that fast. So then you're going to go to the quiz, and you're going to take the quiz again, 1 or 2. Well, I forgot the discussion here. Discussion, introductions, and gap. Okay, so introduce yourself to the class, and then what did you learn from your earlier accounting classes? What do you want to learn? What are your professional goals? Why is it important to have a governing set of principles for accounting practices? It's just like rules. I mentioned I'm a college football fan, and college football, you have rules. You have, what is a touchdown? What is a catch? What is offsides? What's a first down, etc. And you're going to have similar rules for counting. Okay, so then again, this needs to be completed initially by Thursday at midnight. Then you respond. You've got a quiz, and then you've got this codification. And then here you're just going to go and download a file. And it's going to ask you to look at the FASB code. Okay, so you want to go to this guidelines and rubric. Again, I apologize for this taking so long, but it does. Okay, so here are the directions. Again, you access the FASB Accounting Standards Codification. It'll tell you how to log in. It'll give you this template, and you'll fill out the template. There are only about 5 areas that you just need to fill in. And then you'll upload that. Now, one of the things that you're going to be doing is you need to get to this VDI here. The VDI allows you access to Excel via ANHU. And so that is going to be, so you also need to look at this VDI access. But again, it's going to give you access to Excel. And so you're going to be able to record that. And so the last thing this first week is you really should just kind of look over the project, see what's due. If you look at the announcement, I have in there when the different milestones. So project 1 milestone is due in module 3. Project 2 milestone is due in module 4. Project 1 final is due in 5, and then project 2 final is due in 7. And these are things that count a lot. All right, so you need to get started. This semester will go by quickly, much more quickly than you will think. You need to get started because you don't want to get behind. This is a challenging course, as I said, but I am here to help. So if there are things that are unclear, or if something happens that is going to keep you from completing assignments, and it has to be legitimately good reason, but if it is, make sure you contact me and I'll work with you. All right, I think that's all that I have. Again, welcome to the class and good luck.